Today is December 25th, 2017. I am at home. I am alone. I didn't visit any relatives. I didn't send any gifts. I didn't do any celebration for Christmas. As a true Christian, I could not, because I now recognize Christmas as a mockery of Christ. Let's start with the Christmas tree and the fact that it has nothing to do with Christ or his ministry. Let's talk about Santa Claus and how Santa, if you write out the name Santa and you rearrange the N and the T, put the N at the end and put the T in the place of the N, it says Satan. Today I did quite a bit of raking of leaves in my work clothes. So not only did I not celebrate today, but I actually did work, manual labor today, in the form of raking up leaves, um, in protest, really, of today. Now, I had a dream actually last night. So it was actually today, because I didn't go to sleep until about 5 o'clock, actually after 5 o'clock this morning. So on the 25th, which is today, I had a dream in which I was talking to a person who celebrated Christmas, and it was actually one of my professors, a black male professor of mine. I was telling him how I didn't celebrate. He was telling me it was Christmas, and I was telling him that I didn't celebrate. Now, the fact that it was a male and it was a professor that I'd had might not have anything to do with with anything. But the part that I remember most is me telling him of the song by Pastor Troy. Pastor Troy did a song called Vice Versa in 2001. So back during that time, I was listening to that kind of music, rap, R&B. And actually in the dream, I was explaining to him about that song. And I was saying to him, I think I was saying the verse where Pastor Troy says, I don't know where I'm going to go this Christmas. It's Satan's birth. Again, in the song, Vice Versa, 2001, Pastor Troy says, I don't know where I'm going to go this Christmas. It's Satan's birth. And so I was telling this person that Christmas is not Christ's birth, but Satan's birth. And it's that gets into what I want to discuss, is the fact that Christmas is a mockery of Christ, where they can put in place of Christ a Christmas tree and Santa, which is very blatantly and obviously Satan, in place of Christ. And Christians, supposedly, quote, Christians will celebrate the holiday just the same as they celebrate, they celebrate Easter, they even celebrate Halloween. All these pagan, demonic holidays that either worship pagan gods, which are demons, or they are holidays that encourage horror, such as Halloween, or gluttony, like Thanksgiving, and just mockeries of what Christ stood for. And so I just want to, I don't encourage you to listen to the song, because it's actually quite a filthy song, the Pastor Troy song. But the fact that I had listened to it before, and so those lyrics were in my mind, and it gave a real succinct definition of what Christmas was, I thought it was important. So yeah, um, you can look at the idea that Christmas is Satan's birth, whether it is or isn't. It is a holiday that does not celebrate Christ's birth, because Christ's birth is not, the exact date is not mentioned in the Bible. The idea that we should celebrate his birth is not even mentioned in the Bible. But it is a Satan created holiday for his worship, Satan's worship, and the mockery of Christ and his sacrifice, ultimate sacrifice, for us. And so, regardless of how my quote relatives might see me as a person who doesn't come visit them on Christmas and who doesn't wish them a Merry Christmas back, but rather, a kind of mild, happy holidays. Um, I have to ask myself, and I've already come to the conclusion of whether I value man's praise over Christ's praise, and I value Christ's praise more. So if man who hasn't done the research and who goes along with the traditions of men. So they go along with the Christmas and they go along with the Halloween and they go along with the Easter. If they choose to go along with pagan demonic holidays, and they're adults, there's not much I can do about that. And if they refuse to do the research, because doing the research would kind of rain on their parade and they wouldn't be able to have the fun and the enjoyment that they experience on these demonic holidays, so they don't want to do the research, then I can't there's nothing I can do about that. All I can do is control my own behavior, and all I can do is treat Christmas, the day when Satan Claus is worshipped, as any other day. In fact, a day to do work rather than a day to celebrate, because as Pastor Joy said, I don't know where I'm going to go this Christmas. And I haven't gone anywhere this Christmas because of Satan's birth. Things are vice versa.